There we go. I think we live on Instagram, but let's go ahead and get ourselves live on YouTube. Well, no, we're live on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get ourselves live on Instagram. There we go. There we go. We live. Let's see if we can get some of the community in here. I know it's kind of late for the average, but those that'll be interested in the information that definitely want to tap in. So we're gonna see how many bodies we can get in here tonight, how much information we can share with the community. Hopefully, we can get a nice amount of individuals in here. Once I start seeing people come in, of course, we're gonna check the audio, make sure everything's coming through nice and clear. Make sure everything's coming through nice and clear. So let me see. Let me make sure everything's working real quick. Hold on. Okay, we already got people checking in on YouTube. Brother Michael, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. Wrench gang in the house. What's going on? Charles Clay. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, we got people starting to tap in on YouTube. How's everybody feeling out there? Let me check. Let's go ahead and check Instagram, see how many people are coming through real quick. Okay, we got a couple people tapping in through IG, couple people tapping in through IG. Peace, peace, peace. How's everybody feeling out there? How are y'all feeling? And y'all already know that the page is open and public, so you can go ahead and tag family and friends. You can go ahead and send this to family and friends. Blessings, what's going on, 2020 Visionaire? How you feeling? The bias, what's going on, man? We need to set it up when we gonna get you on the live, bro. Bring you in and introduce you to the community. Gotta let me know when you're ready, though. In fact, I gotta hit Hellraiser so we can knock out that podcast before I head to Atlanta. Mr. J Block Dog, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. How's everybody feeling tonight? How y'all feeling tonight? How's everybody feeling? Miss Glenda, what's going on? How you feeling? Man, let me know real quick if you can. Let me know real quick if you can. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. Bankroll Wealth Builders, what's going on? Wait, I'm on Auto Tunes? Wait, damn, is my thing on Auto Tunes? Hey, y'all, let me know if something is. Let me see. Do I got something on here? My apologies. Hey, let me know if my Auto Tune or something like that. Somebody said that my Auto Tunes. I want to make sure that I don't have an effect on the microphone right now. So if I do have an effect on the microphone, please let me know so I can try to change it. I seen somebody ask me that, like I said, do I have Auto Tunes on, and I do not. Okay, you text me or you sent it to the DM. Sam Harris, what's going on, Black Sam? You coming down to Atlanta? You coming to fuck with us in Atlanta? We got Jersey in the building. What's going on? We got Jersey. What's going on? I thought we was recording the track tonight. Nah, Oh, so it do sound like some auto tune stuff. Let me see what's going on with my thing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. I apologize if it's giving some weird let me see. Wealthy Healthy, what's going on, big homie? Let me see. What did I do over here? What did we do over here? What did we mess up?
Let me know how my audio sounds, because I don't know what I done did. If it sounds like auto-tune right now. I honestly don't know what I done did. Please, 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 please let me know. It's good. You sound clear. Put it in the fridge. Okay, audio good on IG? Okay. Dang, remind me what... Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Nah, that ain't your voice. I sound like the Chipmunks now? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on, what I done did to the voice, man? Let me see. I don't know what I did, y'all. Let me see. I sound like a chipmunk? Sound like a cartoon character on YouTube? Yo, I don't
know what I've done. I apologize, yo. For those that are on Instagram, I probably sound normal, but they said I'm sounding like crazy on YouTube. Wait, what? Wait, so I do sound like a chipmunk? See, I'm seeing some people say, good, you sound clear. Do I sound clear or do I sound like a chipmunk? Let me know. How do I sound right now? How do I sound right now? How do I sound? Let me see. You sound like you chopped and screwed. Now it sounds like you chopped and screwed. What?
Alright, hold on. Let me try to figure out what's going on. How do I sound now? How do I sound now? How do I sound now? Barry White? Wait, what? Deep. Hold on. So y'all telling me different stuff here. Do I sound like, okay, back to Chipmunk? So I sound like Barry White, a chipmunk, and a monster? Is that what y'all saying? Okay, I have
No idea what's going on. Let me know how it sounds now. Let me know how it sounds now. Let me know if I'm back normal, y'all. Let me know if I'm back normal. Let me know how I sound. Am I still the chipmunk? Am I still Barry White? Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hey. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Hold on. All right. How are y'all feeling tonight? How are y'all feeling tonight? How's everybody doing tonight, man? My fault about that. I don't know what the hell was going on. I see y'all was having fun with it though. Let's get back to the roll call. Let's get back to the roll call. Let me know where y'all. Let me know where my family. Let me know where y'all checking in from tonight, man. Let me know where y'all checking in from tonight. I seen we had some people coming in from Jersey. See, we had some people coming in from Chicago. Let me see. Where else we had? Where else we had? Where else did we have? Let me see. I wonder what I did. Interesting. Interesting. Got to get the hang of some of this stuff. We got Louisville, Kentucky in the building. What's going on? South side of Houston in the building. We got DC in the building. H Town is in the building. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Damn, I wish I could have heard what y'all heard. I'm seeing people talking about they needed that laugh of the day. Hilarious. I wish I could have heard what y'all heard. I'm gonna go back and listen to the recording though. I'm gonna go back and listen to see how it sounded on the flip side. But man, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and tapping in, and I really just wanted to come connect with y'all. You know, I like to keep y'all informed on what's going on in the market, what we got going on. Hold on, y'all. Everything on sale. Oh yeah, beautiful sale. Beautiful sale. Sale. See, and these are the things that people don't consider, right? Everybody's thinking about today, they're not thinking about tomorrow. Like I try to get people to understand, especially with Bitcoin, right? This is future money. It's not today and it's not tomorrow money. It's future money. You know what I'm saying? So now if we take a look real quick, right? Hold on. Let's take a look at this actually on something like a well, no, the monthly is cool. The monthly is cool. Let's look at this on the monthly real quick. Just real quick. Real quick. Real quick, right? Look at this small little blip, right? These are our normal corrections right here. These are our normal corrections. We haven't seen nothing nowhere near that type of correction yet. Nothing nowhere near that type of correction yet. You know? So it's definitely at a discount. It could be at more of a discount though. You know, looking at the grand scheme of things. You know, we could definitely see a deeper retracement than where we currently at. But nonetheless, though, it is at a discount and it is cheaper than what it was. So it's like why would you not want to take advantage of something like that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want to take advantage of that? You know, how many of you out there, just real quick, I just want to know. I just want to know. Because this my thing. This is my thing. In fact, let me ask this. This is what I need to figure out. 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 How many of you out there are sincerely looking to build generational wealth? Show of hands. How many out there are sincerely looking to build some type of generational wealth? Not tomorrow, not something to pay the bills with. How many of y'all trying to build some type of generational wealth? Something that it will benefit you, but something more so that you're even able to leave behind for those that come after you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think about their lineage or their bloodline, but that's what I'm here to teach about. So how many of y'all really, really, really looking for that generational wealth? Let me see by a show of hands. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to respond. Give y'all a minute to respond. Okay, I'm seeing a nice show of hands. I'm seeing a nice show of hands. I'm seeing a pretty nice show of hands of those that want to build true generational wealth. So if you want to build generational wealth and you understand that this is generational money, right? It's like I tell people in the examples I give. If you were around, Brian, what's going on, big homie? What you got going on? Where you at with it? But if you got something, if you are, let's just say it as an example, right? Let's just say as an example. Let's say you was around before dollar bills went into circulation, before they start using dollar bills, right? This is just an example. True, not, fantasy, whatever, just an example. Let's say that you were around before they started using dollar bills. And they told you, like, hey, we about to start using dollar bills. You know, they're available, but nobody really wants them right now because they don't know we about to start using them. But they're available, though, if you want to grab some. You know what I'm saying? Damn, for real, I need to come slide. So it's like, if you knew that, right? Let me ask you, how many dollar bills would you try to buy? I want to ask you that. If you knew that dollar bills were going to come into circulation and you had the ability to buy them before your government, well, not before your government now because they got some, but before the state you're in, before the municipality you're under, if you had the ability to front run people in buying dollar bills, how many would you buy? Honest question. Hopefully y'all understand the question. Hopefully y'all understand the question. How many would you buy? I need to know. Because that's the way you kind of want to look at the space that we're in right now. That's kind of how you want to look at things. Like, damn, don't nobody know that we're gonna be using this? Fuck, let me get as much of this shit as possible. Not so much that it's gonna hurt me if I need access to capital. But you know, anything extra that I got that I really don't need, I don't need that cheeseburger. Let me buy some Bitcoin. I don't need that bottle of liquor. Let me buy some Bitcoin. I don't need that 3.5 of weed. Let me buy some Bitcoin. You get what I mean? You got to understand that you ain't got to break the bank in order to start to lay claim to the future of the financial system. Like, do y'all hear what some of these government officials be saying, like what Bitcoin is? Hey, that's another lick right there, the whole penny game. I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about this, and I've shared this on this lab before, right? I've shared this on this lab before, right? It's very interesting, very interesting. And that's why I keep change and books. Check it out, right? So we all know that they discontinued the penny. The penny is no more. One day will be a relic, one day it will be a collector's item, right? So somebody just stated that I'm buying thousands of pennies before they become the value of pennies every day. Check it out. When I was locked up, it was a guy that came back. He was locked up in the feds, but he came back to the state because they charged him with a state case. So they brought him back to the state to fight his case. I was in the county. They put him in the cell with me, right? Why he's on federal. He's in federal custody, but he's fighting a state case. And he gives me this idea. Well, no, he tells me an idea that somebody told him in the scamming days. And it was kind of ingenious, though. I'm like, I thought, I didn't have none of the information I got now as far as finances, precious metals, none of that shit. All I knew was dope, coke, and blow. But anyways, he was like, man, what if I was able to convince people that one day the penny might be more? What'd he say? He was like, what if I'm able to convince people that one day the penny might be worth more than $1 and I can sell them for $1? And I thought about that, like, that's actually kind of ingenious in a way, because if you look at it, right? If you look at the durability of the penny versus the dollar, right? Your house burned up, you're gonna come back and be able to get them pennies. You're gonna be able to come back and get them pennies, but them dollar bills is gone. And it was just a couple other things that made me think about it, but it was real interesting when he told me that. I'm like, damn, that's a scam of a lifetime. But now, in today's times that we're living in, the transition that we're living through, it might not have been a bad idea. Might not have been a bad idea. As many as my budget would allow, exactly. As many as my budget would allow. Should be hearing more on the coffee situation within the next couple of days. Tomorrow I'll talk with the main source tomorrow. Okay, my man. So yeah, well, no, I ain't gonna put it out there yet. Well, you know what? I'll put a little smidget out there. Y'all already know I've been doing coffee and crypto since 2017. I should have coming soon my own coffee for sale for these coffee and crypto sessions. Right? Sourced from one of the best regions in the world. More information coming soon. So be on the lookout for coffee and crypto. Coffee and crypto, that is. Be on the lookout. The inflated dollar worth less than one Satoshi. Exactly. Oh no, we'll be there. That's why one Satoshi is so important right now. 1 million Satoshis is so important right now. 100 million Satoshis is so important right now. These are the type of things that people aren't thinking about. Okay, Ethereum making a little run. Bitcoin having a pullback. Let me see. What's Ethereum? 31.24, up 0.01% on the day. Not too bad. Trying to take out that 38.2 area right there. Let me see. Let's do this real quick though, because this right here. Take that off the days. That should only be on the weeks. Go to the days, hours. Okay. Excuse me. So we're looking at right now, this right here is Ethereum. Just trying to crack through here. Got a real nice formation though. Real nice, almost like an ascending triangle here. Similar to an ascending triangle. Let's say we was able to measure this triangle. Let's say we was able to measure this here triangle, right? Let's see what type of breakout would that give us. That gives you a move to about 3,700. Not too bad, not too shabby, right? Gives you about a possibility of a measure move towards 3,700. Right now, you're trading at 3,170. Not too bad at all. But what's going on in the great wide world of crypto? Let's take a look. Strategies Bitcoin Treasury swells past 660,000 Bitcoin after a fresh. And it's crazy because when you see the rhetoric on Twitter and whatnot, they're like, oh, Michael Saylor stopped buying Bitcoin. It's over with. The crash. Get out of it. Yada, 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 yada. Here goes a fresh $962 million buy. So now let me ask you this. Could you buy a divisible of that 962 million? Meaning, I may not have 962 million, but I may have an extra $962 sitting around the house, right? I may have an extra $96.20 sitting around the house. I might be able to find $9.62 in the couch, right? Or maybe transfer $96 20 cents from Cash App into Bitcoin, or wire $962 from my bank account into Coinbase. What do you think? What do you think your return would be over the next 4 to 8 years if you just follow MicroStrategy strategy? Buy like Mike, right? That's what we've been doing at the Buy Like Mike Club. Every time Mike buys, we buy a divisible of what he bought. Following the trend. Are we going to be successful? Time will tell, and only time will tell. You know? Time will tell, and only time will tell. I'm looking forward to it though. Just to be honest. I'm looking forward to it. Miss Mecca, what's going on, Queen? Peace, peace, peace. Glad you were able to make it. Massacre, what's going on, big homie? I literally been working on one myself, my own coffee. And that's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Peace, peace, peace. Mystic the Glitch. How you doing, Queen? Peace. So Michael Taylor said that he pitched Bitcoin as digital capital to wealth funds and banks, calling it the foundation for a new yield-bearing credit asset class. Hey, do y'all not understand? Do y'all really not understand that there is an emergence of a new financial system that we can get ahead of? That we can get ahead of? Do y'all not understand that what we have in front of our eyes, whether the price is up or down today, right now, if you're thinking generational wealth and you're thinking more into the future, I mean, think of it like this, right? This is how you really got to break it down. If you're 28 and up, and I'm going to use 28 because that means you've had 10 years from being 18, from being a grown man or a grown woman, right? If you're 28 plus right now, and even better if you're younger than that, but at least if you're 28 plus years right now, and you haven't gotten over the financial hump, or at least become close to being rich or wealthy in the last 10 years, right? Why can't you wait another 10 years to make that happen? As long as you feel you're going to be alive, you're going to see another 10 years pass, and then another 10 years, and then another 10 years. So stop thinking about today and tomorrow. Start thinking about tomorrow. You know? You want to take a trip to Mozambique if you're 28 when you're 38, and you're probably going to get it before that. What I'm saying is, though, this is what I'm saying. Let's do the math. I like to talk numbers. Let's do the math. Let's just do the math. Like I said, if you're 28 right now, in 2025, let's just do the math. Let's go back to 2015. Let's do 10 years. 2015, and let's do December. We in December. Let's do December 2025. Let's do December. And let's just do $1 over the last 10 years. Now, are you always going to get this type of response? Nah, you're going to be ahead of the curve, Queen. I'm going to keep you ahead of the curve. Nah, we got a link, Bryant. We got a link. So look, it's not always going to be the same response, but this is just a projection of what your 18-year-old self, right? Remember, you're 28 plus. This is what your 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or 22-year-old self could have did over the last 10 years with nothing more than $1 a day. $1 a day. Imagine putting $1 a day into your banking account. And you're like, damn, I've saved up $3,000, Joe. Like, I've saved up $3,600 putting $1 a day, which is good. Which is actually good, right? Imagine you saving $1 a day in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? And you being able to save $3,000 over the last, and this ain't got nothing to do with any, this is just a small, just imagine you created a separate savings account. Just imagine you created a separate savings account, right? And let's say that in this separate savings account, you're like, I'm going to put $1 a day in here. It's just a test. This ain't got nothing to do with, I might get paid for my job and put $200 in the bank here and $300 in the bank here, but I might use that money here and there. What I'm talking about right now, is a separate bank account where you're just going to put $1 a day in, $1 a day. All right? Now imagine you would have put that $1 a day over the last 10 years into Bitcoin. And what you would have been sitting on, which what we're looking at right here is $311,022. Wouldn't you be able to do a lot more today, saving it in what may be one day the world reserve currency? What the banks are trying to take custody of, what the countries are attempting to buy, what municipalities are looking into, what some of the states have already started to lock in a monopoly on. Monique the Great, what's going on, Queen? Peace, peace, peace. How's life? Hey, that's one of my students right there. She done made it all the way out overseas. I ain't gonna put a business out there, but she done got herself from the United States to overseas where she live now, following the bully plan. Now she over there making content for Retake, new Web3 platform that pays you to make content. We will be previewing this in Atlanta, but that's allowed her to move out the country. Big salute to you. Big salute. But now, how many of y'all could have waited 10 years to make this? Think about it like this. Think about it like this. How many of you over the last 10 years have been able to save up $300,000? I'll ask that. How many of you have been able to save $300,000 over the last 10 years? Can we see the coins, no prices, just the coming in? Wait, what? Can we see the coins, no prices, just the coins in their portfolio? What are you talking about? I don't understand the question. We talking about $1 a day here. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Everybody saying they appreciate what I do. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and tapping in right now. You know? Y'all let me know that I'm not wasting my time. And that means a lot to me. Just to be for real. Y'all let me know I'm not wasting my time. And that really means a lot to me. I will be in Atlanta. December 16th. December 16th. There we go. Yeah. I'll be in Atlanta December 16th. In fact, hold on. Let me look and see. Let me see where my brother Slice is at. He's supposed to be coming on this live with me tonight. Let me see where my brother Slice is at real quick. Hold on. Let me see where my brother is. He's supposed to be on this live with me tonight. Let me see if we can get him on here. Hold on. I wish it was a way for us to combine our Instagram so his Instagram followers could come over here too. But I don't think we can do that on StreamYard stuff, you know. Can we see what coins? You're not looking at the screen. Who is that? Jason? You're obviously, you may not be looking at the screen. This right here is $1 a day into Ethereum from 2015 to 2025. It's right here. Ethereum, $1 a day, December 2015, December 2025. This is Ethereum. There's no portfolio. This is Ethereum. If we look at something like BTC, you'd be sitting on $98,000 with Bitcoin, right? So you turn $3,654 or 3,654 fiat notes into the value of 98,965 fiat notes by saving in a dominant currency, a hard currency. Amari Davis, I appreciate that. He said to get the one-on-one mentorship if y'all can. Definitely worth it. I appreciate that. I had a sale going on. In fact, it's still a sale going on. I don't even think I went over there and changed the prices yet. Because I be having so much going on. I think everything's still on sale right now. Let me see. Courses. What's new? Did I change everything back? Maybe I did. Let me see. Did we change everything back, or are they the same prices as they were? Let's see. I think everything's still on a discount, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because it's saying buy from 40. So now it's probably the buy price is probably 70. The rent price is probably somewhere around 30 or 40. Why is it not popping up, man? What is wrong with this website? Why is it moving slow? It might be my internet, though. It might be nothing more than the internet. Yeah, so the purchase price is 70, which that means the price was originally 150 because it's a 44% discount, and the rent price is 40. So now it's a discount on my page right now for those that need any. I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is what I really want to talk about. I'm gonna tell y'all one class y'all really need to get if you don't. You really want to see this Bitcoin and gold opportunity class. I'm gonna be honest with you. Over the next 10 years, this is probably gonna be one of the best paying classes that I have. As far as stable and risk, not risk free. I'm not gonna say risk free. The most risk protected position you can have, in my humble opinion, over the next 10 years is going to be Bitcoin and gold. So you being able to acquire Bitcoin and gold both on the same network and then utilize them both to get paid more Bitcoin and gold, I think is one of the most premium alpha strategies there is in the space right now. Fuck your day trading, fuck your contracts, fuck your options tradings and all that. Being able to acquire, supply, and earn more Bitcoin and more gold, I think is one of the most high level strategies there is in the world of finances. You know? Was it 100? Let me see. Every class, every lab has been fire. I appreciate that, Charlie the Great. I appreciate that. Was it 100 ETH? How many did we acquire? Oh, that's Bitcoin. Hold on. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. So you have 108.76751 Ethereum if you did $1 a day. Y'all see that? Think about that. Think about that. $1. People that think won't do anything for you, won't stretch, you can't do shit with $1. $1 every single day. How many of y'all can honestly, let me ask this. How many of y'all honestly can pledge $1 a day? In fact, I'm going to put it out there right now. This is something that I am doing. Coming January 1st, 2026, I'm going to record an account where I put $1 a day into crypto. Now, I may make 5 accounts. So that's going to be $5 every day, right? I may want to do more than just Bitcoin. But I'm going to do an experiment from this January 1st, December 2026, where I put $1 a day for that whole year. Just so we can see this in action. Because I keep telling y'all, it's all about the accumulation game, yo. It's all about the accumulation game. Quit thinking that it ain't. Quit thinking that it ain't about the accumulation game. But that's what it's really about. Right? So starting 2026, you with it too? That's what I'm saying. How many of y'all can promise $1 a day? $1 a day. Let me see what my brother Slice is. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get my brother Slice over here on the line. Hold on. Let me see what my brother Slice is real quick. Hold on. All right, he'll be here in a minute. So not only do we have MicroStrategy purchasing more Bitcoin, right? It goes on to state that MicroStrategy has expanded its Bitcoin treasury again, buying nearly almost $1 billion. Come on, are we not paying attention here? The man just bought damn near $1 billion. How many of you can say that in the last 30 days you bought at least $100 worth of Bitcoin? He just damn near bought $1 million. But how many of y'all can say that I bought damn near $100 worth of Bitcoin over the last 30 days? That makes a difference because you got to think about it. If you only spent 100 versus somebody that spent 0, who do you think is going to win the race? Who you honestly think is going to win the race? Huh? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Hey, no more front set. I'm still on my $25 a day, 15 in the Bitcoin, 10 in the ETH every day. You're gonna be a wealthy man. You're gonna be a wealthy man. I'm trailing that strategy 1126. Okay. Mika said I've decided to swap my $10 lattes for $10 investments. That's what the fuck I'm talking about right there. You know what type of difference that's gonna make? Think about it like this, y'all. Think about all the money you spent through the days on frivolous shit that you really didn't need. That bag of Fritos, that whatever it may have been. Whatever it may have been, Joe. You might have, just because you had the munchies, you might have slid the sharks real quick and spent about $18 on the meal. Might have hit Harold, right? Got it fried hard with mild sauce, right? Think about how much frivolous capital you spend that could be allocated towards your future wealth. That's what I want y'all to understand. What I teach, what I show y'all, what I try to get you to understand, this is future wealth. It's not wealth for today or tomorrow, Joe. You got to look at it like it's future wealth. So when you see things like this going on, MicroStrategy buying $962 million worth, ask yourself, did you even buy $96.20 worth? Remember, it's all about a divisible. Sam Harris said, "Where's my book on From Vices to Investments?" Man, Joe. Hey, let me put this out there, and you already know this though. One thing about being an entrepreneur, one thing about being a messenger, one thing about being a pusher, one thing about being a mover, you ain't never got enough time to do everything that needs to be done. You know what I mean? I'm working on, let me see, From Vices to Investment, DeFi Flywheel, and Money to Energy. I'm working on about 3 books right now, Joe. I'm gonna try to. I know I'm not, man. I'm gonna try. I should try to have them all out by the end of this year. I should try. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of pushing, though. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of pushing, Joe. But now, From Vices to Investments, that right there is something that I think everybody, especially those that may be dealing with family members that may have a substance abuse problem, right? Whether it's marijuana, whether it's something a little bit stronger than that. My Vices to Investments book is going to break down the amount of money we spend on our vices. And I'm really focusing on drug use and unhealthy eating in the book. And I'm crunching the numbers and I'm showing you what you spend on those type of habits over the year and what they could equate to from an investment standpoint. Right? So I think that's a book that everybody's going to appreciate. I think that's a book that everybody's going to appreciate. You know? But anyways, back to the MicroStrategy. It says strategy chairman Michael Saylor announced on X that the company bought 10,624 Bitcoin for roughly $962.7 million at an average price of 90,600. Where we at right now? Hold on, where we at right now? 90,480. You can buy it cheaper than what MicroStrategy bought it for. Now, how would that make you feel, right? If you got a billionaire that's making moves in the space, and you, little old me, we're able to buy it cheaper than what the billionaire bought it at. Do you not think that puts you in a beneficial position? Does that not put you in a future profitable position as a possibility? Remember, there are no guarantees. Sometimes you got to follow the money. You know, see what the money's doing. So I can't tell you how everybody else is playing it. I can only talk about how I'm playing it. Do you short all assets you own? Nah, no, not all assets. Nope. I do discharge, but no. I got certain strategies I use. I'm not gonna go through them all right here. But no, I don't short everything. You know how much short? If I had to short, if I was just gonna hedge and short every single asset that I have to try to hedge from the downside, I'd be hedging over 100 different assets because I hold over 100 different assets. So there'd be no way for me to hedge all the assets that I own. Yeah, it definitely changed the people's perspective. 100%. 100%. And then we got this beautiful ascending triangle right here on Bitcoin, right? Which may give us a break towards 106,500 possibility, but we need to break through this resistance band right here at around 93,750. Right now you're at 90,500 even, right down here in the little right hand corner, $90,500.23 to be exact. To be exact. While Ethereum is seeing a little push to the north side. So Bitcoin taking a breather, Ethereum seeing a small little push. So once again, he bought 10,624 Bitcoin. Let's see what we can do. Let's use that divisible, right? Let's use that divisible. Hold on. Let's use that divisible. Let's take that away. Copy that. Let's go to Bitcoin. And let's see real quick, yo. God damn, I got a headache. Oh, fuck. I don't even know where that just came from. Man, I just got a banging headache out of nowhere. Probably dehydrated. Anyways, let's go ahead and crunch these numbers in, Joe. Go ahead and crunch these here numbers in. So now let's say we can't buy 10,624 Bitcoin. But let's see. If we were to buy 0.1, what's that? 9,600. What about 0.01? That's only $961. What about 0.001? That's only $96. So right now in 2025, remember I said this, because I want you to come back here in 4 to 8 years and see how much this is. You can get 106,240 Satoshis for $96.11 right now, today in 2025. For those of you that know what's going on, what do they say? If you know, you know. How valuable do you think being able to capture 106,240 Satoshis is? Imagine being able to buy $106,000 for $96. How many of y'all would pull that? How many of y'all would make that move? If you was able to buy $106,000 for $96, and you gotta be able to think outside the box and understand what we understand and really comprehend what I'm saying right now. But how many of y'all would do it? 106,000 sats right now for $96. How many of y'all would pull that move? What if people invested $1 for every hour they spend on screens? They'd be filthy fucking rich. Filthy rich. Yeah, I know it's the first sign of dehydration. Yeah, I probably need to get some liquid in me. I'm gonna get some in a minute though. But no, that's the question though. How many of y'all would do it? That's what you're in a position to do right now. Now, not only that, Michael Saylor pitches a Bitcoin-backed banking system to nation state. What I'm gonna say right now, I'm speaking more so to my demographic, even though I speak to all demographics. Let me not say that, but I do want to speak to my demographic specifically because of the way that we've been railroaded over here in the United States of America, right? At a point in time, we did have our own banks, our own charters, our own companies, our own real estate. I'm talking about within our own community, right? The most known one, of course, was Tulsa, Oklahoma. But we really had black metropolises in almost every major city in America, right? Starting with our own banks, meaning we controlled who got loans, who didn't. You know what I mean? With us moving into a new era of finances. And for those that are looking to community build, when you understand the advantage that you have right now in today's time to be able to capture the amount of future wealth that you are, being able to come together and create and build our own Bitcoin bank should be number one priority. I understand people don't understand what's going on right now, and I'm gonna say that again because I do understand that people don't understand what's going on right now. But I promise you, if they did, though, if they did, they would be running and scrambling trying to get as much of this as possible. So as we move forward into a new digital era, if we're ever thinking about building anything that's even comes close to what Block Wall Street is, it has to be built on the back of Bitcoin. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I get with any quote unquote black group and they're talking about doing some type of self banking and we need to keep the dollar circulating in the black community, fuck that dollar and fuck they dollar. Let's do Bitcoin. Let's keep Bitcoin circulating in the black community. Let's build a bank based off of Bitcoin over the next 4 to 8 to 16 years. Watch how successful we'll be. That's why I created Block Wall Street. I've been trying to rebuild Black Wall Street, quiet as kept. I'm just not getting the support that I need. You know what? I did get some more supporters though. Hey, look, I appreciate those that added on to Block Wall Street. Buy me a coffee. I appreciate that. If anybody does want to support my cause, you do want to look out for me, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Block Wall Street. Right now, I got 11 supporters. Out of everything I do, out of all the information I share, I got 11 supporters, and I appreciate those 11 supporters, yo. Appreciate the shit out of y'all. Y'all let me know. All I need is one. I ain't gonna lie. All I need is one person that believes in me, and I'm gonna push like I got 1,000 of them though. So with this 11 supporters, I'm gonna push like I got 11,000 supporters. That's how I'm gonna keep bringing the information to y'all. You know. So I appreciate all my new supporters that I got. I appreciate all the new supporters that I got. But it goes on to state that speaking in Abu Dhabi, the strategy CEO said nations could use Bitcoin reserves and tokenized credit markets to offer regulated accounts with higher yield. Michael Saylor, CEO of the world's biggest Bitcoin treasury holder, is pushing nation states to develop Bitcoin-backed digital banking systems that offer higher yield, low volatility accounts capable of attracting trillions of dollars in deposits. Now, one thing he better understand, whatever. I ain't gonna speak on it anyway. Speaking at the Bitcoin MENA event in Abu Dhabi, Saylor said countries could use over-collateralized Bitcoin reserves and tokenized credit instruments to create regulated digital bank accounts to offer higher yields than traditional deposits. Why are we not focused on creating our own banks with Bitcoin? Banking on Bitcoin. Come on, man. Dang, it didn't pop up. Let me share it real quick. I apologize, y'all. I don't know why it's not popping up. If you let me see. It's buymeacoffee.com/Block Wall Street. My apologies. / But I'm gonna drop it though. I'm gonna drop it in the chat though. I apologize. I probably just need to put it on my I think it is in my Instagram. I think it is in my Instagram profile though. There you go. I appreciate that, Freak Show Kendall. I appreciate the support. 100%. I appreciate that. But no, we need to start banking on Bitcoin, Joe. That you know, it would be crucial if we started a reality show called Banking on Bitcoin. I don't want to use the word, but it'd be catchy in the media. Banking on Bitcoin for blacks or something like that. Blacks banking on Bitcoin. That'd be a nice reality show, and it'd be a nice way to show individuals how we can actually move and live off of Bitcoin and Bitcoin alone. It's not going to be easy, but I think it could be done though. I got so many grandiose ideas, y'all don't even know. And every idea that I have is for the benefit of the people. I ain't had no selfish ideas. My whole time being in this space, I ain't had no selfish ideas. Everything's been for the betterment of the community. You know? Everything's been for the betterment of the community. Well, hold on. I thought I could just, there we go. Boom, there we go. But yeah. He trying to get nation states to, hey, look, let's do this. Any thoughts on the prediction market meta? Oh, I use Polymarket. I got some prediction trades open right now on Polymarket. I'm doing more so the short term, midterm trades as far as what do I think Bitcoin's price going to be on the 8th, the 9th. Do I think it's going to be between 80,000 and 90,000? I fuck with the prediction markets. In fact, I've been messing with the prediction markets way back when it was only what was it? What was that website? I can't remember it, Joe. But they've had prediction markets for a while. It's not new. It's not new. I can't think of the first prediction market I started using though. I can't remember the name of it, man. I wish I could. In fact, I'm gonna tell you the prediction I was trying to put out on there. It was kind of coming out of the hype of the drill era, right? When we had a lot of murders in Chicago. And this prediction market allowed like anyone to make a prediction market. I just never got around to it. But I wanted to create a prediction market, and I wanted people to be able to bet. And it might seem insensitive, it might seem whatever. Fuck, I'm from Chicago. But I wanted people to bet on, was the murder rate going to be higher or lower than it was the year before? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can predict, you can bet on anything. So it's like I'm gonna use what I'm familiar with, you know? But no, man, I got some ideas that would work. They're not even. I got some ideas and some blueprints that I know for 100% would work. Man. They would work. Damn, it's 10:30 already. I ain't know it went by fast. That went by kind of fast. Let's open the door for questions or comments, man. Questions or comments, real quick before we get up out of here. I just want to come through live. We do have, like I said, I'm going to be in Atlanta. You'll be able to purchase tickets on the website. Now, look, this is what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a 2-day event. Day one is going to be virtual and in person. Day two, we got a little spot we've been, blessed with at the club. We're going to be having a little get together for Slice's birthday. Okay, in an AMA. Ask us anything. Okay. So day one, we got about 5, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours worth of class, right? It's going to be Wednesday night. Then Thursday night, everybody that came to Wednesday night's class is going to be able to come to Thursday night's club free of charge. All right? We're going to get it in for Slice on his birthday, but we also going to talk that financial shit. Okay? For those that want the information before it gets on the website, just send me an email, blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. Y'all already know. I appreciate that, Roy. I appreciate that. Yeah, he said I could tell him. Yeah. That's you got a double R, my man. You got a good ear. Do you use TradingView free or pay? No, I use the paid version. Would it be not wise to buy MSTR or the 2X bullshit? I'd say it's a strategy. I'll say this: I'm an investor in MSTR. I invest in MicroStrategy, so I myself am. I can't tell anybody else what to do, but I myself am, though, definitely, though. Hanashi 2020. Hey, he said from Japan, you always bring game. Hey, I appreciate you checking in, brother. I appreciate that. Anytime I'm able to touch and reach individuals, especially overseas, and make a difference in their life, that's all I really care about, Joe. I don't even really care about the money. The money just allows me to keep doing what I need to do because we live in a currency-dominated system, you know? Oh, no, we're going to tap in with that too then. 100% NFT Barber. That's going to be my next venture, coffee. For coffee and crypto, for all those that support coffee and crypto. We're going to get the coffee packs coming out here in a minute. Right? We're going to get the coffee packs coming out here in a minute. Right now, the only spot I know of is Camino Finance. Brown Skin B. Only spot I know of is Camino Finance. So I'm doing questions, y'all. Ask me anything real quick before I get up out of here. You can ask me anything you want about crypto, blockchain, finances. I'll try my best to answer. Always remember, none of this is financial advice. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. Any and everything that I'm telling you, damn near may be 100% wrong. You may want to go do your own due diligence after you get the answer. You know? Just putting that out there, full disclosure. Full disclosure. I love y'all too. That party with the Panthers. I love y'all too. I want to actually connect with the Panthers. Fred Hampton Jr. I need to find some ties to him. Because I'm telling you, Bitcoin can help every organization, can help every community, can help every family. Understand that. Understand those three. Over the next 4 to 8 to 16 years, Bitcoin has the ability from a financial standpoint to help every organization, every community, and every family. And I promise you that. I've been saying this since 2017. What would you do to increase the risk factor? Either add capital or pay down. Add capital, pay down, or hedge. One of the three. Add capital, add collateral, pay down debt, or hedge the collateral with the debt until you figure out what direction the market is going to go into, and then let go of the side that it's not going to go into. You get what I'm saying? Who is that, Mr. Do It All? Hey, if I appreciate that, Nubian Magic. I appreciate that. I got a farm back home in Ethiopia. Hey, Mr. Do It All, let's connect. My man, that's what I'm talking. That's why I love doing what the fuck I do, Joe. I get shit rolled out like that. You know what I'm saying? I love the community. In fact, if anybody's got the hookup on places to stay in Atlanta, please reach out to me. Let me know if y'all got the hookup on Airbnbs or anything like that. Let me book something real quick. Hey, Mr. Do It All, I'm about to reach out to you. I need that. Charlie D. Great says, I still play PS5 Live, and I play your lives over the mic, and the whole lobbies be silent, listening, tapping in, asking me, who is that? Hey, I appreciate that, Joe. If you can, record that. Record something like that. I want some footage like that, me being played out to the virtual world in PlayStation world. Record that for me, brother. I appreciate that. That's crazy. You never know where you're going to get heard, man. You never know where you're going to get heard at all. Hey, but I appreciate, hold on, let me see if Slice is here. Nah, he ain't make it yet. If he hits me back, though, we'll try to go back live. Other than that, I appreciate everybody that was able to tap in and tune in for tonight's evening show, A Coffee and Crypto, with myself, the Bitcoin Block Bully. Or you might know me as Natoshi Stakamoto, or you might know me as the Chicago Crypto Hustler. Either way, it's all love. I appreciate you all. To the next one. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. We out of here.